another NTA debacle. Well, after the NEET NTA NEET-NET mess, in fact, the National Testing Agency has postponed yet another key examination. This is the CSIR-UGC-NET examination that we're talking about. In fact, the National Testing Agency says that the examination has been postponed due to logistical reasons and unavoidable circumstances. Of course, as I said, this is the latest in a series of key examinations that have suffered great irregularities, alleged irregularities. Of course, that's all in the realm of investigation, and this is the latest examination to suffer postponement. Of course, the NEET examination had various allegations of paper leak. In fact, re-examination for over 1,500 candidates will take place, and of course the UGC-NET was cancelled. Why has the CSIR-UGC-NET been cancelled though? My colleague Prashant with more details.
Well, it's a big setback for all the students who have been preparing for these exams. It's a very disappointing news which has come today for them. Last few weeks have not been very good for these students who have been preparing for competitive exams after the fiasco in NEET exam, which was marred by controversy surrounding alleged paper leaks and other irregularities. The NTA, National Testing Agency, had to cancel the UGC-NET exam also just a day after it was conducted on June 18th. And now this news has come as a setback for all these students. In its press release, NTA has only said that CSIR-UGC-NET exam has to be cancelled, is being cancelled because of unavoidable reasons and because of some logistic issues. Apart from these two words, nothing has been said by NTA so far. Nothing has been disclosed by NTA so far. They have only said that due to unavoidable reasons, this exam is being deferred. This was, as you know, this exam was to be conducted between 25th of June and 27th of June, but now NTA has decided to defer it. NTA has advised all the students who have been preparing for this exam to get in touch with them either through their website, and NTA has advised all the students to visit their website to get all the updates regarding this, and they have also set up a help desk, and they have released 2 telephone numbers also on which students can call and seek further inquiry if they have any. So this is a sort of disappointment for all the students. Apart from students, this is also there is also a big question mark now on the ability and efficiency of National Testing Agency also, because after the 2 exams that I just mentioned, this the cancellation of the deferment of, so to say, this CSIR-UGC-NET exam has come as another blow for the students. So NTA will have to answer a lot of questions now, and NTA will be under a lot of cloud, and there will be questions asked, and the parliament is going to start from 24th of June. So opposition will get another opportunity to corner the government and target the government. So NTA as well as the government will have to answer a lot of questions. But as of now, the CSIR-UGC-NET exam has been deferred, and NTA has said that they will soon announce the next date for this exam also.
Well, this is the political showdown of the NEET controversy continues. In fact, the Congress took to the streets across cities across the country. In fact, in Jaipur, Chandigarh, Lucknow, there were massive protests by the Grand Old Party. They say that there should be a Supreme Court monitored probe. Of course, the future of students hangs in the balance as there's no clarity yet on when the counselling will take place. Take a look. As student fury over India's failing exam system snowballs into a full-blown political war, the Congress ramped up its stir across cities, girouing the BJP on the streets over the NEET exam controversy.
हमारी मांग है कि सीबीआई पर भरोसा नहीं है। हम चाहते हैं कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट की देख-रेख में, सिटिंग जज की देख-रेख में इसकी इंक्वायरी होनी चाहिए।
Even as aspirants run from pillar to post demanding justice, the BJP and the RJD in Bihar traded claims of a political link to a key accused in the paper leak.
जो किंगपिंग जो है पेपर लीक के, उन लोगों से इशू को डाइवर्ट करना चाहते हैं. जो अमित आनंद है, जो आपका नीतीश कुमार है, ये कौन लोग हैं? इनको क्यों बचाना चाहते हैं ये लोग? क्यों ये लोग जो है डाइवर्ट कर रहे हैं इशू को? तो इशू को जो है डाइवर्ट नहीं करना चाहिए.
हम लोगों ने, सब लोगों ने मिलकर के निर्णय लिए हैं कि बिहार के अंदर ये माफिया राज को खत्म करना, लॉ एंड ऑर्डर को बहाल करना. आज इसके माध्यम से जो हमारे साइट पर, खनन के साइट पर हत्याएं होती है, गोलियों की बारिश होती है, अवैध खनन के लिए गैंगवार लड़ाई होती है, वो सब भी कैद होंगे और दिखाई पड़ेंगे.
Raising questions on the exam mafia in Bihar running with impunity, the police now suspect the role of a solver gang after the 4 accused confessed to their involvement in leaking the paper. With no clarity on the counselling yet, the future of nearly 24 lakh candidates hangs in the balance. Many like 19-year-old Vikas Singh have gone through multiple grueling attempts at what is seen as one of the toughest competitive exams.
I have been through this grill so many times that this has seriously led to a like what you can say a mental trauma kind of condition. It was really it was really worse to our which could have happened to us.
In the line of fire, the national testing body has begun the process of re-examination for over 1,600 students whose grace marks have now been nixed. The Education Minister insists that the integrity of the exam is intact and that the guilty will be punished.
Our government is 100% committed for transparency, for the betterment of our students' future, and I assure you again, no malpractices, no irregularities will be tolerated by our government.
With no clear solution in sight, the system has failed these students who have no trust left in one of the world's largest testing bodies. With Prabhakar Kumar and Saurabh Gupta, Vedanta Agarwal for NDTV. So absolutely horrific there, the future of so many students in peril. But moving now to some more news from Maharashtra now. Well, an independent candidate has now moved the High Court over the results of the Mumbai North-West constituency, of course a contentious constituency, and this independent candidate, Bharat Shah, in fact has alleged irregularities and malpractices as far as this particular constituency is concerned. Remember, Ravindra Vaikar won by just 48 votes, defeating Amol Kirtikar. Of course, he is part of the Shinde Sena, and now this entire political row over the Mumbai Northwest constituency. And the other big headline, well, setback for Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi Party as the High Court has extended the stay on Arvind Kejriwal's release. Now, this of course comes after the Enforcement Directorate had challenged a lower court's order as far as Arvind Kejriwal's bail is concerned. The special court, Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court, had granted bail to Arvind Kejriwal, but the High Court had stayed the release after the Enforcement Directorate said that the entire case has not been examined by the special court, and in fact, the Enforcement Directorate's arguments have been ignored and case file has been ignored, is what the agency said in the High Court. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal's lawyer said that there's a clear ED bias in the case. Take a look at all the political reactions that have come in.
ट्रायल कोर्ट ने अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को बेल दी और आज ये ऑर्डर जो है, उनका जो लिखित ऑर्डर है, रिटन ऑर्डर है, आज ये निकला है. और इस ट्रायल कोर्ट के ऑर्डर में ईडी के केस की धज्जियां उड़ा दी गई. The entire case of ED has been demolished by this order of trial court. और इस ऑर्डर के बाद ईडी का पूरा केस ढह गया है.
Joining us now is the BJP MP Basuri Suraj. Ma'am, first of all, how do you see this order?
The matter is sub judice and therefore I am not going to comment on the merits of the matter. However, there was a detailed hearing today and the order has been reserved. The court did put a stay on the operation of the impugned order, which was of course yesterday's order passed by the Rouse Avenue Court. But I would like to definitely say that in the People's Court or in the Court of People's Opinion, if you remember, the campaign of the Honorable Chief Minister was Jail ka jawab vote se. I would like to remind the Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi that the people of Delhi have already voted in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party. All 7 seats went in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party because the people of Delhi are aware that Mr. Kejriwal ji has absolute neck-deep involvement in the liquor scam.
So that big political flashpoint there. But moving now to the other big headline, over 50 people have been killed in the Tamil Nadu Hooch tragedy. Victims narrate their horror stories on NDTV. This is a political blame game as well, with the opposition demanding Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's resignation. He says, "I'm not running away." Take a look.
This shed-like structure you see outside this little house is the place where they sold illicit liquor. It's a kind of a outdoor bar joined here to sell and to consume illicit liquor, and telltale signs of illicit liquor having been sold in packets like this. Police have secured at least 200 liters of illicit liquor from this area, and on this side you have a court, local people say, used for the consumers, for those who come to drink here, to sit here and drink. At Karunapuram village, the ground zero of the illicit liquor tragedy, families are shattered. These 3 siblings lost both their daily wage parents. The old grandmothers don't know who would take care of them.
So sorry.
A few houses away, Murugan, a load man, lost 4 members in his family, including his dad Vijayan. One of the arrested men, an alleged bootlegger, he says, sold illicit liquor from 4 in the morning. Police knew about this, but did nothing as they were paid off.
எல்லாத்துக்கும் மாமூல் போகுது, காசு நாங்கள் தரோம், நீங்கள் ஏன்னா போலீஸுக்கே மாமூல் போகுது, நீங்கள் என்ன கேட்குறீங்க சார்? அதான் இருக்குது சார் பக்கத்தில் ஸ்டேஷன் 24 போலீஸ் வருவாங்க, வக்கீல் வீடு எல்லாமே லைனாக, வேறு எங்கேயும் இல்லை, எல்லாம் லைனாக சுற்றி தான் இருக்குது.
The issue reverberated in the assembly, with opposition leader and AIADMK chief EPS demanding Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's resignation. Stalin hit back, saying the government has ordered strict action and will not spare the guilty.
மக்கள் கொதித்து போயிருக்கின்ற இந்த சம்பவம் குறித்து கூட சட்டமன்றத்தில் பேசுவதற்கு வாய்ப்பளிக்கவில்லை என்றால் சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினராக தேர்ந்தெடுக்கப்பட்டதற்கே அர்த்தமில்லாமல் போய்விடும்.
அமைச்சர்கள் மட்டுமில்லாமல் உள்துறை செயலாளரையும் டிஜிபியையும் நேரில் செல்ல உத்தரவிட்டிருந்தேன். அவர்களை 2 நாளில் விசாரணை அறிக்கையை கொடுக்க சொல்லியிருக்கிறேன். அந்த அறிக்கை கிடைத்ததும் அதன் மீதான நடவடிக்கைகளை துரிதப்படுத்துவேன் என உறுதி அளிக்கிறேன். நம் அனைவருக்கும் வார்த்தைகளால் விவரிக்க முடியாத அளவிற்கு வேதனையை அளித்துள்ள இந்த துயர சம்பவத்திற்கு பொறுப்பாளர்கள் மீது உரிய நடவடிக்கை மேற்கொள்ளப்பட்டு வருகிறது என்பதை தாங்கள் நன்கு அறிவீர்கள்.
More than 50 dead, and this is the second illicit liquor tragedy under the ruling DMK. The demand seeking M.K. Stalin's resignation, questioning his competence and control over the police force he heads, is getting louder. Pressure is also mounting on the DMK to implement phased closure of liquor shops, something it had promised earlier. At Karunapuram with Suresh, Sam Daniel, Find TV.
What an absolutely unspeakable tragedy there. But moving now to more news. Well, in the Porsche crash case, now a bail has been granted to the teen accused's father. Now remember, he will stay in jail because he is in custody as far as other cases are concerned. But still, a bail for his father in the negligence case. My colleague Paras Dama with more.
In this entire matter, there are 3 cases which has been filed against the juvenile father. The first case is under 77 and 75. It's an act of Juvenile Justice Board. In this, the father was responsible for giving him the car's key without knowing what will happen in the future and what can happen because the boy is juvenile. So negligence case was filed against the juvenile father, and it was the first case which was filed in this entire matter against the juvenile father. The second case is of kidnapping of the driver, and the third is tampering the blood sample with the juvenile's mother. So there are total 3 cases, and in this 3 cases, now in the first case, the juvenile father has been granted bail. So in courtroom, it was said by the juvenile's father lawyer that now it has been already 3 cases on the juvenile father, and whatever investigation has to be done in the first case, the negligence case, it has been already done by the Pune Crime Branch and the Pune Police. So now there is no need for extra custody or the judicial custody. So he should be granted bail because he can't do anything on it because he is in the jail already. So there should be a bail in this first case, and in the first case, the bail has been granted to the juvenile father. With that, today was a very important day in this entire matter because the habeas corpus petition, the application was filed in the Bombay High Court.
And with that, we'll take a short break now. There's more on the other side. All right, news now from Punjab's Firozpur, where there was firing reported outside a key jail in the Firozpur district of Punjab. In fact, the information that is coming in that one person has been injured. In fact, Lalit Kumar, a young man, has been injured in this incident. There you can see visuals of him being admitted to a nearby hospital as well. This is a key Punjab jail, remember, outside which firing was reported. Now, remember, the police rushed to the spot as well immediately after news of firing surfaced. In fact, what we're also being told is the police is searching for people who are behind this particular incident. In fact, Gurpreet, our colleague, is now joining us live on the phone line. So, Gurpreet, any cause ascertained? Has the police been able to get any input as far as this firing is concerned? Pretty shocking there.
Well, what we have learned from the police official, they say they have already initiated investigation and they have recovered some of the cartridges from the spot. They are also trying to get the details from which gun house these cartridges have been taken. At the same time, they are also looking for the CCTV footage camera so that they will be able to identify those people who are involved in firing. But as of now, what we have learned, they are also looking into angle of enmity, whether there is enmity, and investigation has already been started. So let's wait for some time, because once there will be a CCTV camera footage or maybe more information about the cartridges and bullets which has been recovered from the spot, after that there will be more clarity and police will be having that type of information which will tell who are the accused in this whole case. Back to studio.
Gurpreet, thanks very much for joining us with that update. Quite shocking there. As I said, this is a key jail there in Punjab outside which firing has been reported. One person has been injured. With that, we'll take a short break now. News continues on the other side.